So one of the questions I'm most often asked as a guitar teacher is, Michael, how do I get my fingers to move faster? And the best answer I can give them is a simple exercise which you can use to improve your playing with less than 5 minutes of time invested in a single week. And the best news is we can throw away our pick, we don't even need it. Now, as a little experiment, what I want you to do is to hold your hand up like this and move your pinky finger. And what you'll notice is your third finger gets pulled down like that. So what's happening is these two fingers here, your index finger and your middle finger, they have their own tendon, but these two fingers, they share a tendon. And what I'm going to be doing today is showing you how to develop the independence of your fingers so that every finger is dexterous, but not only that, it's connected to your brain so it does exactly what you tell it to do. So this isn't necessarily a speed exercise per se, as much as it is a hand coordination exercise, a finger independence exercise, and something that's going to have the byproduct of resulting in increased speed. So guys, we're going to launch right into it. What you're going to be doing is holding up your hand and placing your fingers on string number 3, and you're just going to basically gently rest your fingers against the string there, and my thumb is at the back of the neck, basically where the middle would be. I'm not up like this with my thumb over the top. It's like I've got a can of Coke in my hand, I turn it sideways, and I put my thumb in the middle of the neck, and I curve my fingers around like this. So what's going to happen from here, basically, I'm going to rest fingers 2, 3, and 4 on string number 3, roughly over frets 6, 7, and 8. Doesn't have to be precise, and I'm not fretting, I'm not squeezing down. What I'm doing is getting my first finger, my index finger, and I'm going to go down to string 1, up to string 6, down to string 1, up to string 6, down to string 1, up to string 6. And I just want to go slow and steady, and I want to make sure I can control the movement and have my finger go at a nice, comfortable speed. I don't want my arm moving like this. I don't want my finger jolting around, as many of you are about to discover. I just want one finger moving at a time while the others stay really relaxed. Once I've done that between 10 and 20 times, and you can shake your hand out if you need. If you're not used to this exercise, you're gonna feel a burning sensation in your forearm, in the tendons in your wrist and hand. And when you're ready, you're gonna come back to do the same exercise, but with your second finger. You're gonna go up to string 6, down to string 1, up to 6, down to string 1. And I'm trying to stay as relaxed as possible. I'm not getting my fingers jerking around because I'm trying to move too fast. I'm not tensing and squeezing. I'm not trying to do legato. I'm not trying to trigger a sound. I'm just moving my finger individually and independently of the other fingers. Stop and relax if you need to. Do 10 repetitions, maybe 20 tops, and then do the same thing with your third finger. And you're going to do that 10 to 20 times. And then you can do the same thing with your pinky finger. And with your pinky finger, again, try not to pivot your whole elbow or arm into it. You just want one finger moving at a time there. That's going to be a fantastic exercise. Now, some of you, if you're a bit older or you've got really stiff fingers, just move to string 2 and 4 and just do a smaller micro movement. And then when you get the hang of that, go from string 1 to 4, then 1 to 5, and eventually 1 to 6, doing the entire movement. So if you're finding it's really stiff on the fingers or there's a lot of pain because you're not used to doing these exercises, relax, try and ease off the tension and just increase the distance that your fingers are jumping as your fingers allow. Now, the next thing that you can do, and I'd probably recommend doing that if you're a new player, for the next 2 to 6 weeks. You don't have to go to this next step at all at this point in time. But for those of you who are a little bit more experienced or into more advanced styles of playing where you actually do need the speed and the control, you're going to do 2 fingers at the same time. So finger 1 is going to go down and finger 2 is going to go up. And just like synchronized swimmers, you want them to work together. I like to imagine that I'm on the moon and there's zero gravity and both of my fingers are moving in slow motion and arriving at the same time. We're not going finger 1, finger 2, finger 1, finger 2. They're happening at the same time. And once you've done that a couple of times, you're going to get fingers 3, 2, and 3, and you're going to do the inside fingers. Then you're going to do 3 and 4, and they're the main combinations, but you can also do the outside fingers and combinations of 1 and 3, and then 2 and 4 at the same time. So there's all those different combinations that you can try out. So guys, try those exercises. Remember to relax. Remember, we're not hammering on. We're not trying to trigger a sound. This is purely a fretting hand exercise. Go slow, maintain a steady pace, maintain control. And what you'll notice in a week of doing this 5 minutes every day, your fingers will be so much more responsive and you'll have so much more control and dexterity. Do this for 6 months, including the upper levels, and you won't know yourself. You'll have so much more control, and each of those fingers will be able to move quite independently without affecting the other fingers there. So the only thing I'd say watch out for is set a certain number of reps. Could be 10, could be 25. You don't have to do 100 of each finger or anything like that. You could try it. You're probably going to get sore fingers and really tight and sore, worn out arm muscles. Just go for 20 to 25 tops. Change the next finger or the next exercise, and then you're done for the day. This is a 5-minute exercise, not a 20-minute finger workout. Anyway, guys, if you found this one helpful, please give me a like and consider subscribing. Share this with a guitar player friend of yours to help get their fingers in shape. And of course, suggest in the comments what else you'd like to see lessons on. Thank you so much and have a good one.